This is really good. Oh my god. Hot chocolate. Also, this green screen is way too big. I bought it because I thought it could replace the one that I've been putting over there, but obviously that's not gonna happen. I can't show the extent of how big this thing is. So, we're just gonna deal with it. I guess it's just gonna sit there. So I'll just talk over here. Everyone, welcome to the PS5 video. This will be a rambling video, sorta, and also about when it's coming out. So when will the PS5 come out? It's gonna obviously replace the PS4, but it's gonna be crazy. As games get better, obviously the PS5 will be the best PlayStation ever. Now personally, my favorite PlayStation is the PS1 or the PS2, whatever can run Spyro, because that is my favorite game of all time. And Crash Team Racing and all that crap. Now if you don't know what the original PlayStation looks like, it's basically this. It was gray, the only gray one out of them all. It's really good. I unfortunately don't have a PS1 anymore. So it was released in 1994, and then 6 years later, in the year 2000, you get the PS2, which is black. It runs the same games pretty much. And I know Neil for sure has this one, because I've seen it in his room. Wow, I have been fortunate enough to play on every single PlayStation. Cool, cool, cool. And then, in 2006, the PlayStation 3 came out, which was even bigger and it looked cooler. I own a PS3, I don't really play on it too much anymore. It's not even on my shelf with all my consoles there, I think it's in my closet. Maybe I'll crack that open and do some PS3 gameplay. I've never done gameplay on this channel, maybe not. And then, instead of 6 years, 7 years later, you get the PS4, which is the newest version of it. There's of course different editions. Personally, I have a PS4, it's on my shelf of crap. I mostly like retro gaming though, but PS4 has some good stuff. Yeah, the PS4 is pretty cool. I could get it, but it's like, you know what? Actually, I got a little treat. Hang on. This was one of my most used consoles because of its portableness. I don't know what year this was. I didn't do the research on this because I didn't even think to show this. This is a PSP. This is the good stuff. Lego Harry Potter, NHL 07, Spider-Man. Oh my god. Does it work? Yes it does, because believe it or not, I actually play on... Oh, I'm actually still in game. That is hilarious. Is this going to turn into a PlayStation gaming channel now? A PSP gaming channel now? This is Star Wars Battlefront, I think, the first one. Frick! Where the frick? Oh, frick. Yeah, that obnoxious sound too. So why am I going over all of these different PlayStation devices? Well, there's a common trend between all the release dates. 6 years. Except for that last one, 7 years, but it's pretty much the same. So, by that logic, we should either have a PlayStation this year or a PlayStation next year. The PS5. Wow. Now I've heard that they are in talks of making one, because Microsoft is in talks of making a new one as well, so if they're doing it, PlayStation's doing it. So my predictions for its release date will be next year. 2020 is when I predict it'll come out. I also acknowledge that it could come out late this year, like maybe September to December this year. I can't see it being released in the summer though, because we'd probably already hear about it at this point. I don't know. So yeah, my predictions is next year. But until then, I did some Photoshop. I designed 2 concepts of PlayStation. So I'll show you my least favorite concept first. I was going for a different look because all the PlayStations look different, so obviously this one looks different. I wanted circles on the sides, and it didn't really turn out as I thought, but it's okay. Also, the casing is more sleek. It's more like a PS3, but it still has the levels of the PS4. If this image was refined a bit more, it would look a lot better. But whatever. Now we get on to the PS5 number 2. This was actually the first one I designed. It's basically a big PS4. But in my theory, in my brain thinkings, I was going for a little something like this, where it's like, it has a bunch of cracks everywhere and it's just glowing blue, the famous PlayStation blue coming out of all the weird cracks. It looks cool, but it's more of a limited edition PS4. But still, it looks really cool. and I really like this design. Even the controller has the cracks in it, which is pretty cool. Now obviously when you're holding it, it won't actually feel like there's cracks in it because they're just lights. But yeah, this one's pretty much the same size as a PS4, but just a bit bigger, like thicker. Now it'll probably have different controllers as well, like more add-ons, maybe a VR helmet, or like something like the Nintendo Switch had where it's like you can switch. I don't have a Nintendo Switch personally, so I don't know. But anyway, I guess that's it for this video. Don't unsubscribe and fly on. Be sure to join our Discord server because we have an art contest going on right now. You can draw something, or what it seems to be is make memes, so make some PewDiePie versus T-Series memes, and they'll be in the next PewDiePie versus T-Series video. How about that? Yeah. Hey, PlayStation, sponsor me, please. Let's do PlayStation. I've been playing PSP for ages.